Hi there. We are spiritual, energy, soul. I'm going to talk about the importance of knowing that fact in this video. The best way to talk about this in this video is I'm going to share with you a short story of somebody I was trying to help recently who, best way to say it, is affected by the mass psychosis which is going on, been going on. He's eating fast food every day, even late into the night, um, sleeping half the day, suffering from depression, anxiety, taking medication for that. So many things, super phone addicted, like grabbing at the phone every 30 seconds, and many other things that I don't want to share in public on the video, but many things. And I was struggling with how to help this person because there's just so many things that I could see. He was also, I would say, affected by what I would call like trauma energy. Lots of noise, disruptive noise going on, where he's totally disconnected from the truth and fully lacking in self-confidence and self-respect, which I can tell the way he's behaving, like his lack of manners and the way he's dressing. Wow, this is cool. It's a very old car. And in my first attempt to help him out with unofficial coaching, counseling, it was like talking to a rock. So he had the need to be right mentality, where I'm right, you're wrong. So basically he had zero intent on changing. So wasn't sure how to help this guy out. So I slept on this and I had a breakthrough. I realized I just needed to focus on one thing. There's too many things to work on. So I decided to focus on one thing only, and it's waking up his soul. In my opinion, you can't do much from a dysregulated state. So I think the spirit is the starting point for all things, and knowing first of all that you have a spirit or a soul, and then waking that part of yourself up. And so I started with meditation with him, and just taught him the very basic form of meditation, which is just observing your breath coming in and going out. And I told him to count 4 seconds, breathing in, count to 6 seconds, counting out, just to get started. Looks like this. And we did that for about 20 minutes. And I did that every day with him for a few days while he was visiting. And the goal is that he would keep doing that once a day, ideally 2 or 3 times a day, but to get started once a day. So taking possession of your mind gives you direct contact with the infinite intelligence. It helps you to resolve inner conflict. It's like your mind is your spiritual real estate. Here's the war pony. I love that bike. I really did try to just keep things simple as I can. In addition to the teaching the basic meditation technique, I didn't get into Vipassana meditation or anything like that. I taught him box breathing, also called alternate nostril breathing. And I like to do that at the beginning of a meditation, or if my mind is really unsettled, if I have anxiety or whatever, box breathing is great for 5 or 10 minutes before or after meditation. It's basically alternate nostril breathing. So you breathe in one nostril, for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out your opposite nostril for 4 seconds, and then reverse in the opposite direction in the form of a box. So it looks like this. And then you go in the reverse, breathing in right nostril, breathing out left nostril. And I also brought him to church. I'm not what you call like a Bible thumper. I do go to churches, temples, especially when I'm traveling, but I often, once a week at least, I'm in a spiritual building like that, and I think places like this are spiritual hospitals, you know, where you can go to collect the good energy. That's, you know, where I'm at. And so I took him there so he could get a feeling for prayer and contemplation and participate in a mass. And so that actually, I think, was his first or second time in a church. I think the real benefit to spiritual healing is you start to enjoy your day-to-day life. And the other major thing is you start to see the energy and the spirit everywhere. Every day, everywhere you go, you see that energy, that spirit. And you start to develop positive cosmic habits, we'll say. And that was my goal here, is that I really didn't have time or, you know, like months and months to work on all the specific things that this person needed help with. So I made the choice to work on his soul. And I think once you waken that up, the new habits will naturally come, where you want to take care of your diet, start cooking food instead of eating greasy food. You'll want to sleep better and get better sleeping habits. You'll naturally want to stop taking any medication, and you know, you wake up to the fact that the pharmaceutical industry may not have your best interest, you know, in mind. You need to take care of yourself. We are able to take care of ourselves. So that was my strategy. Really, the idea is, through awakening up your soul, you become more forceful, radiant, and in charge of your life. You start to want to help others. But the big thing here, and in this case helping out this fellow, was you start the process of self-analysis, you know, and that leads to personal growth and personal transformation, where you have a breakthrough. You know, you become more awake, more aware, more in a compassionate place, and stuff that previously, you know, appeared impossible starts to happen. Well, I'm going to wrap up this video here, but in conclusion, spirit is the starting point for all things, in my opinion. And you know, we are part of an eternal spirit, and when you connect to that, you're able to live what you know to be true. You know, you're able to live a more truthful life, to, you know, set your own course and not be part of the mass psychosis where you're just basically brainwashed. Anyway, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel and help me create other similar videos. If you're interested in hearing more about my story, I have a book on Amazon called How Solo Travel Changed My Life. And that's all for today. Bye for now.